Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the MrWoodenSheep Gaming Podcast. Today with us we've got Diamond Fists Rage Wild and we've got Tommy. I don't know, what's your favorite thing in Minecraft, Tommy? Could I call you a creeper? But that would be kind of an insult, right?
I guess you can call me a creeper, I'm okay
sure,
with that.
Tommy the creeper and I'm a sheep, we already know that. But I say this because Rage Wild is for the first time ever delving into Minecraft and I think that's actually really fascinating. Because
wait, what the fuck? You never played Minecraft
Exactly,
before?
this is why I'm so fast. This is why I wanted to save this discussion. So this is Rage Wild. I think we can I actually caught some footage of him just playing Minecraft. I love this video, dude.
I love it too, it's great.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. So, yeah, Rage, you just got it for the first time now on the Switch.
Yep.
Switch Master Race. And yeah, I just wanted to hear about it because I'm always the one behind. Like, I'm playing Zelda 30 years after it comes out or whatever. I don't know if you have anything even to say. I mean, you're enjoying the game, obviously.
I am enjoying it. I never played it because back then, like, the only people who played it were 13-year-olds when it came out.
Yeah, that was me.
True. I played it on launch.
I was... Wait, when did it come
18,
out?
okay.
When did it come out? I want to see...
2008, I think.
2008. How? Let's double check that.
I was like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And I played Minecraft.
2009. Okay, so that's 10 years ago. How old am I now? I was 13, exactly like Rage said. So there you go. But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember being
like
told
Minecraft.
about it in high school, and I was like.
And now, since I recently got the Switch, I decided to grab Minecraft.
Wait, you knew people in high school that played video games? Damn, I'm so jealous.
It was only like one or two. It was my close friends.
Well, still, dude, nobody in my school
Really?
even like knew what a computer was.
Well-
I lived in the Stone Age.
Alright.
Yeah, Rage.
Yeah, it just... In my class, a lot of people played video games, but they're mostly like only a certain game or something like that. Like, I remember
Yeah,
we
you
all
like to
played,
follow
a lot
people,
of us, from a lot of my classmates, and we all played Guild Wars, the first one.
You can hear, by the way, the sound effects. You opened the door now, right?
Yes, and now I'm in a boat.
And earlier when I was preparing the podcast, we could hear like his pickaxe breaking and the furious Monster Hunter-esque eating. Oh yeah, that stuff is great. Was Minecraft? I was actually having this discussion recently with Simi. Is Minecraft the first game that did that kind of survival, like dig, upgrade your tools with all the different ores and stuff?
Yes.
It was, right?
One of the very first.
Yeah, at least one of the first. It was the first popular for sure.
Yeah,
the
Terraria
first one
came
that's
definitely
popular.
after,
Mm-hmm.
and was inspired by Minecraft, as did many others.
Yeah,
So-
that spawned
mean-
a huge wave of those kind of games.
It spawned a wave. There was always games like this. I remember there used to be a free-to-play game called Stranded, which was pretty similar. It wasn't like Dig or anything, but it was also like you make new tools all the time and you're stranded on this island. It's like the Robinson Crusoe type of game.
Yeah, I think Minecraft is
Like-
basically like the PUBG of battle royales. Like it kind of was the first game to bring all of these things together, and then
It
many
also
games
was the first
cloned
battle
that.
royale.
Well, Minecraft, well, with like mods and stuff, you mean?
Well, have you not heard of Minecraft Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's what inspired PUBG. So Minecraft inspired the whole modern gaming.
Yeah, like
Was
There you go.
Minecraft Hunger Games before H1Z1 and
Before everything.
and
that
Arma?
was
I think so. Yeah.
the very
Before
first
Arma.
game. Yeah,
Okay.
it was even like timeline-wise, it was on par with DayZ, I think.
Damn. Yeah. So
Yeah. My Hunger Games is fucking old.
so every game basically in existence ripped off Minecraft. Nice. That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, it's one of the most popular games ever made.
Oh, Fortnite is definitely inspired by Minecraft.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not. I mean, there are pickaxes, but
And building.
sure, I guess.
And it's all block based.
Is it block based?
The building is block based.
The buildings are kind of block based.
Like gigantic blocks, yeah, you can't really count that as the same thing.
I mean, you kind of can, because you
And
could do
alternative
dynamic
world
building.
Play it now, so
Yeah. Alright, well there you go. But yeah, I was really interested about that, and actually recently enough, I also played some other old games, like old classic games like Minecraft for the first time, but we've been talking about those a lot, so I actually wanted to hear Tommy's first experience about playing Metal Gear Solid, because I kept pestering you to play that game, because I also played it like 10 years after it came out, maybe 20. How old is that game? How old is I mean, even older than
98 or 7, I think. Or maybe 2000, the first one.
Metal Gear Solid
Like, it's
1,
around that time.
1998.
It's around the time of it's around the time of Ocarina of Time. That's why I compared the graphics and shit.
And I played it last year for the first time. But yeah, you played it now. So tell us what you think.
Ooh, I haven't. I'm kind of on a stop right now already. But damn, I didn't expect to enjoy a stealth game that much, because I'm really not into stealth games at all. This one's really good. I like it.
I love it, man. I loved it.
The first one. So the first one kind of I'm gonna spoil like fucking crazy. I'm not gonna spoil the ending or anything, but
just if you haven't played it, even if you don't like stealth games, go play it. It's amazing. But yeah.
Yeah, just mute for the next minute or so.
Yeah, sure.
Like one of my first experiences, I knew there's some batshit crazy shit in this game. Like I got spoiled beforehand a little bit with one of the bosses. Essentially, one of the bosses, the second boss, is like this is a man that can control your thoughts, and the way you beat him is by not letting him control you. And the way he's like, when you start fighting him, he's like, "Ooh, I can do crazy things. Put your controller on the ground. I will now make your controller move." And he vibrates the controller and shit like that.
It's so like, funny, dude. It was so ahead of its time. Like this stuff is like kind of gimmicky.
It was really like fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, but it's so, I don't care, man. It was so great, and the way you beat him, the game like keeps hinting at like he's not controlling you, he's controlling your controller. So the way you defeat him is
you have to replug.
Yeah, you plug your controller in the second port somehow. I had to look that up, but yeah, and yeah, go on.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There was like one experience that like stood out for me, which I thought was like the funniest shit. So I knew that about the game. That was like the one thing that I knew. So I knew it could go like batshit crazy. And I just kept I was like, oh, they're not gonna do that at the start, do they? So I started playing, and like an hour in or so, I had to like find some keycards and some shit. And then they talked about some code. Never mind. They talked about like you can dial people on your radio by typing in certain like numbers, like a radio number, like 45.8. But you need to know the numbers, and the game usually tells you those numbers. And then like at one point the game's like, you should look at the back of your disc to see
because you obtain a disc in game. Someone gives you a disc
in game, and I thought like, I clicked on the disc, I was like, what the fuck, it doesn't tell me anything. And I got stuck, and I was like looking around, and I was stuck for like probably over an hour. So I looked around, I discovered everything, and I didn't want to get like even more spoiled, so I didn't look anything up. So I decided after a while the best idea was probably to just ask Genna what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And so I called him up at like 2 a.m. and he told me that like the disc that they were talking about in game was the disc of the packaging,
the physical
of the fucking
disc
game.
Yeah,
the physical fucking disc. And I had to like, essentially you have to like Google what the fucking disc looks like, or like the package looks like,
because
and
people
then on
don't
the
even
back of the package,
like, because
right?
sorry, I was gonna say like all my PS1 PS2 games, I don't even have their boxes anymore. It's like I have just an envelope with the disc. So I don't know,
really?
like yeah, because it saved space. So like when games did this shit, I mean, which is basically never, like you have to look up the image even online. And then there's also people who are like just emulating it and stuff. Like, yeah.
Yeah, good luck finding the image in 1998 on
Yeah,
internet.
original anti-piracy measures.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's such a clever. It's so clever. It's like I've never experienced a game like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's fourth wall breaking, yeah, but I don't care. It's so smart. You really have to think outside the box, unlike any other game. I loved that shit, man. The first one is awesome. How did you enjoy the electric torture scene where you basically torture your fingers by having to button mash? Dude, I'm a good button masher. I'm a good button masher, and I know you are too. But that killed me. That scene killed me.
It's like, this is the most immersive thing that I've ever had in any video game.
Yeah.
It tortures you in game, and it also tortures you in real life.
Seriously, Snake is like, ah, and I'm the same. I'm like, fuck, click.
Yeah. Yep, my hands were hurting after this.
Yeah.
It was actual torture.
I love that game.
Pretty,
I love that
pretty
game.
crazy.
I would love if Konami, they put Metal Gear 5 and the shitty zombie one on Steam. I want them to remake the original 3, 4 and put them on Steam. That would be awesome.
The issue is Konami is not making video games anymore.
Well, they made that Metal Gear Survive or whatever.
That's been a long time ago as well. If
Was
you
it?
Think about it.
I'm sure they're. What do you mean? I'm sure they're making games, and I'm sure.
No, they are making pachinko machines.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember they
Because
were
that
doing.
brings them more revenue, so they're not.
Flip
making
the
video
lever!
games anymore.
Dude, I'm sure they make a lot of money. Just like a nice little touch up of the original Metal Gear games. Throw them on
They
Steam.
would.
Yeah, but you
they,
can make
like,
more money.
I read a few articles about Konami, how like torn it is and how the management is fucked up. So
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell me. Yeah. Go on.
I think though, like Metal Gear was really ahead of its time in terms of like storytelling and stuff like that. If you look at all the other video games that were out on around this time, they really, like, most of them, I didn't play JRPGs or anything, but most of them didn't have like a decent story or like a lot of thinking put into it, and this really was like a really good story. Also, I liked how I didn't even know this, some parts of the game, I looked this up, but I didn't look, I kind of stumbled into it. The parts of the game have multiple solutions to it.
Yeah.
That was just a thing.
Because you were describing a puzzle solution to me, and I was like, "What? I don't remember faking my death with ketchup."
Yeah, and like I did that. That was like the most obvious thing to me, and apparently Genna did.
I did it completely
hit
differently.
with a bit.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
And I found other stuff too, because I look, I've been playing a lot of CS:GO, and I made the soundboard with Metal Gear sounds because I thought it was fucking hilarious. And I was thinking maybe I'll make one with Metal Gear, like just doctor the voice of Snake to like say cool shit. And I found that somebody put up all of the audio from the game. They put it up in a zip file and just send it over the internet. Like it's in a Google Doc thing. And yeah, I downloaded all of. I can hear the fucking Minecraft sounds in the background.
What are you
skeleton.
hitting? Oh, it's a skeleton, right?
okay.
Yeah. So I downloaded all the voice files and I listened to all of the voice files, and there is like an entire person. I don't know if I'm stupid. I don't remember this person, but there's like one voice there that I've never heard, and they have multiple, like quite a bunch of voice lines. And there was more shit that I just haven't heard in the game, and I
It's
thought I
because
100%.
you can call basically any character at any time, and they say all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And you moved on to the second game.
Yeah, and I still haven't played more.
That's sad. Yeah, the second game
really
is
didn't like the second one.
the second game. Everyone shat on it when it came out because they didn't like Raiden, because you go from playing as Solid Snake, well, he's so cool, and then you play as this like girly boy. Like everyone really hated him. I was fine with him, and especially
I hate him.
and especially as the game continues. Like, oh my god, what
Sorry,
is that? A creeper? No, it's a zombie.
No, the
That's a
zombies.
zombie, yeah.
Sorry, it's night right now.
Leave it on though. I don't want you to turn down the volume. It's just some it brings me like nostalgic vibes, because actually Minecraft is one of those games where every few years I'm like, I kind of feel like playing Minecraft again, and I launch it up and I build an iron pickaxe and I just get bored and just stop.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, just play with bot mods.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that might be it. But crafting and I don't know, those kind of games. They need to have something really special for me to get hooked. Otherwise, I get.
Well, what I'm enjoying beside building, like really a lot, is the exploring aspect, because there's so many different biomes.
Yeah.
And you can like make a compass and make a like map, and just go
the focus
explore.
now. The game used to be like a lot different. The game used to be way more centric, because now you have so many tools to like defend yourself. Now it's really easy to defend yourself. So building is like not that big of an aspect anymore. But when the game came out, building was much more of an aspect, and like mods brought this back to me. Like when you play Minecraft now, all you have to have is like a small like I guess like a 9x9 house, and you put all your chests in there and your anvil and whatever.
That's pretty much what I do.
Yeah,
I don't build
like
like palaces and stuff.
Well,
yeah,
I was really enjoying I'm still enjoying the building.
Yeah.
Like, but with mods you actually have a reason to build like a lot of stuff. Like the mods that I'm talking about, it's like very like technological. So you have to have a room just for power. You have to have a room for an automatic tree farm. You have to have a room that is for a boiler that boils water up. You have to have a room for like 8 million things, and it makes it so much more enjoyable because every time you have to like build new stuff.
I mean, it depends on the person playing. Like, you're into that.
I decided to build a underwater base with glass everywhere.
That sounds cool.
And it was
hell yeah,
fucking tedious.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because basically you have to fill a space full with dirt or sand or whatever.
Yeah.
To remove the water, and then you can build.
You can use sponges.
Sponges? Is that a thing?
What? Yeah.
I played it in like alpha.
Yeah, even in alpha they had sponges, but they were
I don't know sponges. I know there are like they are like buckets and shit.
Yeah.
Sponges.
Yeah, you can get a sponge and it like soaks up like a 5x5 or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really cool.
But yeah, just quickly before we move too far from Metal Gear, I think Tommy, you're gonna really like the third one and the fifth one. They seem to me like your kind of games, because you like games where it's kind of like sandboxy, where it's just open ended, like
Yeah, kind of. If it gives me a good goal. Sure.
I think you'll really like the third game, and the third game has a great story, and the fifth game is just awesome gameplay. I think you'll like those games. But
I hope so.
you should continue to. It is important to the story, and maybe you'll like it more. I don't know, but
yeah, I just have too much shit to play, and I always get like sometimes I need to be in the mood for like single player where I need to focus on the story and stuff.
Yeah,
I really need to be in the mood for that. And like lately, I haven't really. I just wanted to play like some dumb single player stuff. So I've been just like every time I've been bored, I'm like, fuck me, I guess I can play another run of Zelda randomizers. So that's what I've been playing all fucking the past months. I finished Ocarina of Time a whole of, I think 8 or 9 times in the past month.
Speaking of Ocarina of Time, this is actually, where's my slipper? Fuck. There. Oh, how the hell did it get over there? I, for the first year, watched Games Done Quick, like a lot of speedruns, and I watched an Ocarina of Time one. And it's crazy, dude. You can beat that game in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's any percent for you, but any percent just sucks.
Yeah, sure, but it was really fun to see. Like, one guy, I don't remember what his name was.
You did the wrong warp thing, right? Where you go to Goma and
you basically
you
force the
first
game to
boss.
just warp you literally to the end of the game somehow.
Yeah.
It's so
like,
strange.
I don't know. I haven't seen that run, but like I remember I sent you a video about this like a couple months ago, and that guy in that video, apparently you haven't watched it. That guy in that video explained it really well. How exactly that works.
He explained. Yeah, I watched the GDQ one because I like the atmosphere and stuff. It's the same guy, by the way. It's Torge, I think his name.
No, it's not the same guy.
Okay.
The guy that I sent you was Cosmo, but
Anyway, that was a good speedrun. Actually, I enjoyed it. Like because it's the first time I'm really watching. GDQ is so hit and miss. Like, there's many games that I like there, but the cast that they put on the couch can make or break the run. Like, it's like
it's really good. I feel
it's like that famous Tombi 2 one where the guy's like, I'd really prefer you be quiet or whatever.
But that's entertaining as fuck, though.
Yeah, but that one's the next level. Yeah, but there were some that I watched where it's like people putting you to sleep, or like why are the people on the couch there? The guy is playing and also talking. Like, well, I don't know. But anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, I heard somebody talk about this recently. There's one guy that I watched the highlights of. He's like the world record holder for Ocarina of Time, 100%. And he when he is on GDQ, he usually brings a couch, but he talks by himself as well because he just likes doing it on his own. But if you go and play fucking Ocarina of Time, and it's like one of the most popular games, your couch is fucking empty, that's even more dumb.
Yeah, but just there were also many times where nobody was speaking, and it's like, I don't know. But anyway, whatever. That's different. That's just commentary skills. Who cares? But yeah. I mean, I just wanted to mention, like, I watched. There was a Dark Souls 1, which was really, really great. Like, the guy was absolutely insane and also constantly talking and really funny. I really liked that one. Have you guys seen? You must have seen, especially now that Mario Maker 2 is so popular. I saw some. What are they called? Kaizo speedruns. Yeah, I watched the Grand Poo World, which took me on a crazy. Like, I watched a lot of those now. That was so much fun as well. I really love that stuff.
I've watched this shit for years.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I'm just saying, like, it's just fun. And yeah, I've been watching some Mario Maker videos too. Like, I love those crazy. I love seeing someone else experience it. You know, I think I could do those levels, but I just don't want to subject myself to that. So
the thing is, everybody can. You just need to like put enough time into it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe not anyone, but you need to enjoy platformers, obviously, to a certain degree as well.
Well, yeah, like some of the streamers, especially now, since, as you said, since Mario Maker 2 is out, a lot of the like high-end streamers, like I know Trihex, for example, when he plays Mario Maker and he has like a level that's really difficult, he sits on that for like 4, 5, 6 hours until he gets like.
I would rather just do something else. I would rather. Yeah. Because I like
but
hard.
You can do it.
I really like hard platformers, but when they're like Super Meat Boy hard, which can be really fucking insanely hard when you go to the Dark World versions, but not to these like rage level games. I'm not for that.
Yeah, that's one part why I play. I mean, you should watch a 100% run of Ocarina of Time at some point.
That sounds fun.
Because there's like some, like most of the stuff. That's why I'm enjoying the randomizer so much. You wouldn't expect it, but this skill cap in fucking Zelda is insane. There's some tricks where, like, I've been finishing the game like, I don't know, like 10 times, and like even in the past year, just like 10 times. And there's some tricks where you like hover with bombs and shit like that, and that stuff is so like difficult. It's like frame perfect tricks, but you can get used to it. If you do it often enough, you'll just do it eventually, and it's like so satisfying to get a really like tough frame perfect trick done.
Yeah, there's some really impressive stuff. Oh, there was a Minecraft speedrun, by the way. I forgot to say.
Yep.
And that was a really fun one as well. It was really interesting.
They had one a couple of years ago where the guy actually got world record.
Oh, like I wanna watch one of those. I think that would be a fun atmosphere, I guess.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Like usually, the game doesn't even matter that much for speedrunning, but the most important thing really is that the people that are on the couch and the runner themselves are like entertaining. That makes the run infinitely better.
Yeah.
Like I watch like I don't even fucking like Metroid is good, but I wouldn't like keep watching it. But I watched like a randomizer speedrun where they mix 2 games together.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that.
Yeah, you basically you find items in Metroid that you can use in what was it, Link to the Past?
Link to the Past, yeah.
So you play 2 games at once essentially. And they did a race with 2 people there, and holy shit, that was like one of the most entertaining video I've ever watched, because it was just 2 hours of dumb memes, callbacks to half an hour earlier, just dumb stuff all over the place.
It seemed like a fun one, but I clicked off because I didn't really care to watch those 2 games smashed up. I don't know, to me.
Wow.
But speaking of Metroid, dude, this list is old of like stuff I want to talk about because I beat Metroid Fusion like a month ago, but it's on the list and it's worth mentioning. dude, Metroid Fusion was so good. It's definitely my favorite of the side-scroller games. I haven't played the Prime ones yet, but man, I wish one of you guys played more of these Metroid games. Like Tommy, you stopped at 2, and
because it was too difficult.
Because you put it on hard, and the game is hard, to be fair, even on normal. So I don't blame you. But yeah, Fusion was awesome. It did some really interesting stuff, even just with the story, things that I didn't expect, and gameplay-wise, that was an awesome one. And so the next ones are Prime, which are like, I think that's what Metroid is most popular for. Like the majority of Metroid fans, I think, are Prime fans.
Really?
I think so. That's how I gathered it over the years.
That's
of course,
why people are really excited for the 4th.
Yeah. And I mean, people, of course, there's many out there who like the side scrollers, but yeah. Another old game, I finally got to Twilight Princess, Zelda Twilight Princess. Slowly making my way through the Zelda games, and man, this is one of my favorite ones. I think after Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I mean, then
that one has aged really well.
I still need to play the second one on the Wii U. I still have it.
Second one?
No, the
Skyward Sword?
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. Yeah, it's really good, dude. It aged well. I'm really enjoying it, and the music is awesome. It's the only issue I have with the Zelda series is the same issue I have with like Assassin's Creed. They're all good, but they're all so similar. So, and now I'm playing all these Zelda games back to back to back. So I kind of feel that.
I think you will really enjoy
Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think it's a breath.
Breath of fresh air.
Of fresh air.
It's way different.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to that. But I mean, you're meant to play these games years apart, and I kind of get that it's like also a lore thing. Like, whoa, it's the same, but not.
It's a lore thing. And it's also like kind of meta. It's like, oh yeah, a new Zelda game comes out. I wonder when I get the hook shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which one were where there was an actual sequel?
An actual sequel?
Majora's Mask was a sequel of Ocarina of Time.
I don't know if that's an direct sequel though, man.
It is. It literally is, because at the end of Ocarina of Time, Navi flies away, and they even say like, "Here we part ways" or some shit. I don't fucking remember. But then in the first scene in Majora's Mask, you ride through the forest, and Link is on the lookout for his old friend, and it's Navi. Like, he's looking for Navi.
I think that's there's some things I really don't think it's a direct sequel. Like there are definitely things.
It is officially.
Let me tell you why. Because I get it. Like maybe it's like, oh, old friend, but it's not necessarily. They don't say outright that it's Navi. So it's kind of meant to make you think that. And they like, do you think so basically like those witches that were bosses in Ocarina of Time, and now in Majora's Mask they're just like some shop ladies, and they like
do
nobody.
You know why that happened?
What?
Do you know why that happened?
No.
Okay, so there was some crazy time at Nintendo when essentially Ocarina of Time just came out, and it was a fucking massive success. And like, I think it was like weeks after they noticed, shit, this game is selling really well. They were like, we gotta make another. So they gave the guy the permission to use everything to make another game in 1 year. And Majora's Mask was made in exactly 1 year.
Yeah, it's so like they also had a time limit, like in real life, like the game. It's just like 5 days remaining. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. And so they had to use all of they essentially had to use all of the old assets again to like make a second game.
So
that's why it's kind of like a parallel universe where the same lady that you caught the Kakoswar in an Ocarina of Time is now Anju, and you have to get her lover back.
Yeah, so it's not actually the same lady. She just looks exactly the same. I
don't know how it is in the lore.
It's supposedly the same Link. He moves to another place. But yeah, that's a bit lame to me, because when I launched Majora's Mask, it was tripping me out, and I really liked that it was kind of ambiguous. Like, why is everyone like, nobody recognizes me? Are these the same people? Am I the same Link? I like that a lot more than just saying, oh yeah, it's the same, but we reused models. That's lame to me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I think Nintendo should have shut up about that. They should have been like, you decide.
I mean, it makes fucking sense. If you're like, we can't just push a new game within like a year.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Start a new game from scratch.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. But anyway,
Yeah.
Twilight Princess was I really liked. I'm not even done with it, but I'm really enjoying
But that's
it.
also the reason why a second, like the next Zelda game will be a sequel as well, probably.
Well, yeah, it's announced.
So well,
it's
right?
literally.
Yeah.
It
because
literally
it's
says
so-
in the trailer a sequel to Breath of the Wild is in the works.
Yeah, well, that's more obvious than the other one, sure.
Yeah.
But the reason is also quite obvious.
Yeah.
Another game I also played, finally, Yakuza Zero. Holy
damn.
shit, dude! One of my favorite games of all time now. I
I have
really.
already said this a million times.
I know, yeah. I'm not gonna talk about it in detail because
Years off.
Tommy spoke like an hour total of it on the podcast, so I'm not gonna do that. But it's just the summary is fucking amazing. I love it's just like Metal Gear kind of where it's always serious, but somehow scenes are so funny at the same time. The main story is amazing, so well written. The voice acting is like one of the best I think I've ever heard. Like Nishiki and Majima and Kiryu were voiced fucking amazing. Specifically those three characters, they really affected me. And the gameplay was fun. Man, it's just fucking good. It's fantastic. But my only fear, like I discussed this a little bit with Tommy, I was telling him like, all right, you tell me. Okay, so I'm gonna talk light spoilers about the ending. I'm not gonna say it's light minor spoilers for the ending. I'm not gonna say what happens at the ending, kind of, but whatever.
Just go for it.
Yeah, in case you care. But I'm not really saying shit. But basically, Yakuza Zero is a prequel, so basically they need to set it up because there's like 6 other games that they made years ago. And it's like, well, how does this character get to this? And at the end of the game, they kind of suggest that all the characters' personalities will change. And I was getting that impression the whole time towards the end. And I was just kind of like, there was a sadness inside me, like, am I never gonna see these guys again in their real Yakuza Zero form? And Tommy played the first game, the remake of the first game, Kiwami 1, and you said that it kind of is like that. Like, the characters are vastly different to how I like them in Zero.
Yeah, and I hate the game so much.
I'm gonna maintain my judgment till I try it, but I fell in love with those characters in Zero, so I hope I'll see them again. We'll see. And also, it's a little bit disappointing. I looked at a bit of Kiwami 1 and 2, like the remakes, and they like reuse animations. They like copy pasted from Zero. It's a bit, but okay, whatever. But
the best way to just real quick, the best way to describe Yakuza to somebody, well, like I don't know, that's at least how I like to describe it. Is usually when you see people make a video game, even like Metal Gear Solid, you can see people are like, everybody's very serious, and we need to make a video game that also sells really well.
Yeah.
And then like you can see that with a lot of video games, but with Yakuza, I always had the feeling that we just want to make a fun video game. We just want to have fucking fun.
You can tell that the people who made the game loved the game, and they were just like, dude, man, this guy's like Yakuza, but dude, have him dance karaoke, whatever. And like,
exactly.
You go to a telephone booth to like call girls to go on dates, and there's
did you do that?
Yeah, I did it. And there's a mini game, and it's basically just like, first of all, there's a quick time event to pick up the phone. It starts ringing, and you're like, and it's an amazing cutscene. It's like slow motion, lens flare and shit. And he's like, moshi moshi.
And he yells.
Yeah, I love it. And then there's like, it's like, have a conversation with a girl. So you start off by saying like, how old are you? And there's just many speech bubbles bouncing around, and they warp and stuff. And it's like, you gotta pick the right options to speak to not freak her out. But the stuff they write is so funny. Like,
it is so funny.
Like it's like they slightly alter one word. Like, instead of age, it's rage or something. Can you think of a specific example?
Where it's like, I can. There's one that's like, fuck. I'll think about it a little bit. Well, there was one that I thought was really funny, but one was where you ask for your best feature.
Yeah.
It's the one that you're supposed to click, and one is your ferret, and the other one is your bath faucet.
So what is your best ferret or whatever? Yeah, and this one it's like, you sound like a yak or something, and it's meant to sound you sound young. But yeah, the way they warp it and stuff, like, and it's hard to actually hit them as well. It's so funny, man. But yeah, I love that game. It's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. That standalone Yakuza Zero, I really, really loved it. Holy shit. And I'm still going through it. I'm 100%ing it. It's my new podcast game now. I just listen and I just like do all the side stuff that I missed out on.
Yeah, there's so many good side missions too. All of the side missions are fantastic. Well, not all of them, but like 90% of them.
I like all of them. I love that game. I love that game. And speaking of favorite games of all time, I think I talked about it last time, but I recently replayed Wolfenstein. What was it? New Order? Was that the first?
The first remake.
Yeah.
That's New
Wolfenstein New Order. And yeah, that is also in my top list of all time. What an amazing game! I think we talked about it because I remember saying like the cutscenes are so weird, and it's so interesting. It's such an interesting game. And I used the Xbox Game Pass to play the second game. I found out now Tommy didn't play it, so I'm not gonna talk spoilers, even though you told me to.
You can talk whatever you like. I don't think I'll play it anytime soon.
Yeah, forget anytime soon. As a fan of the first one, I don't think it's as good as the first one by far, but it does some seriously interesting things for a shooter, story-wise and game mechanics, like really mind-blowing stuff. I think it's worth playing at least once as a fan of the first one. So I won't spoil it. I just wanted to say that I played it. And I thought some stuff was really cool and interesting. But yeah, Young Blood came out now, the third. Actually, you know, this isn't a new Order or whatever. It's not the first game in this series with BJ or Blazkowicz. It's there was wasn't there a game just called Wolfenstein? I think that was the first one, or even Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Yeah.
The really old one also Blazkowicz, yeah. Or Blazkowicz, I don't remember.
Okay, maybe he's the protagonist of the first game. I don't know, but this exact universe, there's been one or two more games before these three.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Young Blood. Are you guys interested in grabbing it? I mean, I looked a little bit at it. I guess I can pull up some footage here. It seems like they kind of got rid of the immersive story thing and made it an arcadey thing, which made me lose a bit of interest. Have you guys seen footage on it?
I haven't seen anything on it.
Ray just smashing some pots up and glass window and stuff.
What?
You're smashing up some windows, I think.
No, I'm fighting a fucking. Oh fuck! I'm good.
Alright, yeah. So
just want to kill this fucking skeleton.
let me just get this like this. Yeah. So Tommy, you haven't looked at Youngblood at all? I just kind of wanted to hear your thoughts, but I guess you guys haven't really looked at it, so.
I looked at it when like they were announcing it.
Okay.
I know it's like co-op focused, and I don't know.
Oh, I hate when I go to trailers. They're all just cinematics and no gameplay. Fuck you! I'm not even gonna give you my time anymore. Game, get out of here. But
Dude,
whatever.
You know what? We need more. We need more. Like, I really want like a really good co-op shooter. I just want more Call of Duty Spec Ops. That's all I want.
The new one's gonna have Spec Ops, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I just kind of made this connection now because I was talking about bad trailers. Did you guys try out the Steam Labs stuff? Did you hear about it even?
No.
Steam.
I think I heard about it.
It was a few weeks ago now. They were doing like experimental things because Steam likes to always fuck around, I guess. And I actually thought there was some really cool stuff. Oh, we can access it here from the homepage. Let's see here. Here, I'll send you guys the link. Steam Labs. So if you basically they're gonna do some things where every month maybe they're gonna release 3 experimental things that you can try out. And this month or week or whatever it is had some really cool stuff like micro trailers. So basically it's trying to auto-generate 6-second GIFs of trailers when you just highlight the game on the store page.
Okay.
And I thought it was actually really cool. Like if you guys just go and try and click, you'll see. And I actually wishlisted a lot of games because of it. Like here I'm gonna highlight Ancient Abyss, and it's like, oh okay, that's a little bit of gameplay. Cool. Yeah, it looks like a roguelike kind of indie pixel art thing. Nice. And then you highlight this, and I actually really appreciated it.
Wait, is it a client or on the website?
Either one. I sent you the link. Either one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the link.
On the homepage at the top, you click Steam Labs. But yeah, I thought this micro trailers one was interesting. And then if you go back, there's also try interactive recommended experiment. So you can basically. Oh, and actually, sorry, for each experiment they have multiple versions of it. So if you go to micro trailers experiment, you can go down and go play an entire row. So it actually auto plays 6-second trailers of the entire row that you're on. See, like this. And so if one thing catches your eye, then you're interested. So actually, I think it's quite cool. It's a cool way to experiment, because this way, like, people who are maybe short on time, they might get something out of micro trailers. And if it ends up useful, they'll fully implement it into Steam. Interactive recommender I actually really liked, because you can basically set like a genre that you want, and then you can be like, I want a niche game, basically a completely unpopular game that nobody buys, and a 10-year-old or it can be up to 10-year-old super niche game. I'm gonna click on Shushimi here, which is recommended to me because it thinks I'll like it, and oh yeah, this looks kind of cool. It's only got 20 reviews, but it looks cool to me. I really like that. I really like that. And then the third one is an automated an automated show about games. So they generate. Actually, Tommy, you were talking about this recently. You said that you had like a DVD that you used to watch, and it would like advertise 30. Yeah, this is exactly that. But it's auto-generated for games that you'd like. So if
it wasn't a DVD, it was a VHS.
Sorry,
and
VHS.
It was really old, but it was awesome.
Well, click on the automatic show, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It auto-generates a thing every week, I think, and it's like, hey, we think you'll like this, and it just plays like, okay, now Muse Dash, and it shows footage of Muse Dash, and now it's showing me my friend Pedro, and it's just a few seconds. It shows you 30 games, and you can click down here on the right side. Oh yeah, I like that game. I'm gonna go and buy it. So I thought that's really cool. They're kind of like experimenting with trailers on Steam pages, like in a useful way.
It does look like this.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that doesn't look bad.
I think it's really cool. So it's like, oh, 6 seconds. You know, you take 30 minutes of your time and you consume 30 games. You know.
I like how Steam is like, instead of literally, you could have, if those are like once a month, those like automatic shows. And like, does everybody get a different one?
Yeah, yeah.
Or?
It's unique to you. It generates it for you.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think that's really cool.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. Fucking glass break.
Oh, it's ice.
Is that ice? Are you making an ice base now?
No, I'm trying to swim with my boat.
Through ice?
The river is
out.
frozen over. Yeah.
Don't hit the iceberg. You're gonna end up like in the movie.
Which movie? You talking about the Spider-Man?
Transformers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a really tragic scene when Bumblebee hits the iceberg. You remember that?
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
that sucked, dude. That was sad.
And then Jack and Jill are on the debris.
Yeah.
And she says, I will never let go, and then she lets him go.
No, and then no, dude. She says, with great power comes great responsibility. You don't remember?
And then she lets him go.
You don't remember this? No, and then she flies away like Superman. But actually, speaking of, go on.
My favorite scene was when the Titanic transforms into a powerful robot who destroys the what was this? Oh man, I think you said it before on accident.
Kaiju.
Damn kaijus,
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't realize I said it by accident when I was talking about kaizos, yeah. Actually, since we're on movies, I just wanted to say I watched Toy Story 4. Dude, that was an amazing movie.
Oh, I want to watch it still.
Dude, it's a good.
Said
I didn't even know. Like, I found out. Oh, it's been out for 2 weeks. Let me go watch it. Like, there was no fanfare for this movie, but I loved the other 3, and this one's awesome. I think it's up there. It's really great. It's receiving a lot of shit, I think, from some people, but I loved it.
Really? I thought generally people liked it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. When I say shit, it can only be so bad. It's Toy Story, so it's already amazing. But
Pixar, yeah. Their worst movie was Cars 2.
no, wasn't their worst movie Good Dinosaur? Didn't that?
No, Cars 2 and then Ratatouille.
Ratatouille did badly?
I thought.
No, worst movie. I mean, like.
Oh, not.
Yeah, objectively bad movies. Yeah.
I loved Ratatouille, and I watched it years later. Like, yeah, I don't know, it was good.
I don't know. Well, Cars 2 is their worst one ever.
Yeah, Simi said Simi loves the first one, but she said she stopped watching Cars 2 like 10 minutes in. But I want to watch it.
I watched Cars 3, and that's good again.
Oh, dude, you can't.
Really good.
You can't jump. You're gonna be lost. What about you? Don't know what happened in Cars 2?
No, I watched the second one, and it was horrible.
I want to watch
the
it.
third one
I'm
is
really curious.
Good.
I want to watch it.
Because the second one is like, you know like, they were thinking like, people love this like sidekick character a lot, so we will make a movie about him and that's
kids movies in a nutshell. Like, they do that all the time. Yeah.
Minions.
Yeah, that Lilo and Stitch, they like made a whole show about like all these Pokemon like creatures.
Yeah, but
guess,
the like the third one's really good.
All right, I'll watch it.
I
It's at
always
some
feel
point.
kind of bad
The
that
third
I
one
don't
like
watch
has
any
a message
Pixar
about
movies.
getting old and shit.
You always feel bad what? Not watching Pixar movies? What have you?
Yes,
Which ones have you seen? Tell
essentially.
me.
I watched Monsters Inc.
That's okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good
That's a
one.
really good one.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know. I even most of the Disney's. I don't know. I never got into Disney. I really didn't like.
Dude, yeah, Pixar is not Disney. They have they're a whole new level. Like they're
Well,
worse for
yeah,
Disney.
I guess. But even like usually when you talk Disney, it's usually pretty decent quality. And I didn't fucking like you can sue me if you want to.
Dude,
I
I'm
didn't
not a-
like Lion
I'm
King.
not a 12-year-old girl, but I still Frozen was amazing.
I thought it was okay. I went in with low expectations and I was like, okay, but that's Disney. That's not Pixar.
Oh, I also
Yeah.
wanted to watch Up. Up is supposed to be really good.
Up was amazing.
I heard.
For me, the best Pixar movie, in my opinion, is Inside Out.
I haven't watched that.
My
I want to
favorite
watch.
one.
Really, it's really
I
that
heard.
good.
Up is really good as well, but yeah, I think that Inside Out is my favorite one.
Really? I
but-
thought it was like a meme thing.
No,
but
it's
yeah,
really
Tommy, I don't watch movies, but when a Pixar movie comes out, I watch it. Like because
Oh, what
it
the
doesn't
hell is
matter
this?
what the theme is gonna be, it's gonna be good. Like 90% of the time, they're really amazing. You should watch, dude. Watch Wall-E, watch Bugs Life, watch all the Toy Stories.
Yeah, Wall-E is amazing as well.
Watch them all, man. Watch them all,
Dude,
bro.
I really don't like watching movies alone. I don't have anybody to watch
Yeah,
movies
yeah.
with
Alone,
right
I
now,
totally
so
get
fuck
it.
that.
I watch them.
I
with
only
Cindy as
watch
well.
serious movies with my parents, but when it's like kids' movies, I
Yeah,
watch
the
them
ones
alone
with
usually.
like murder and crime and stuff, and there's like
No, not
awkward sex
Yeah, and then
scenes.
you have the they have the awkward
Not
sex scene you have to like,
necessarily.
hide from your parents.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Best Pixar movie I would say is probably
Oh, I
Transformers 2. So, yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
real
Oh
quick,
my
I found
God.
a village and now I'm going to raid it.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, give me all that wheat. Oh, incredible.
weed? You're robbing weed, dude. Is that a mod? Like you go to the village and instead of wheat, they're all growing weed instead. That
No,
would-
not weed. Wheat.
Yeah, I know, but that'd be a good mod. I'm just saying. It's like that mission from Far Cry 3, except instead
You
of
can
burning it-
Now I
actually-
can make,
you can on my mod pack.
finally make my own farm because I was missing wheat.
There you go.
I just realized you actually can do that in my mod pack, but you don't make it weed. It's just hemp.
And now maybe
No.
I can get a cat. Oh, I need
There weren't
fish.
cats when I played. I should replay Minecraft.
Yo, dude, I just stole all of your shit.
All right.
Trade with
Did you guys see that Cuphead has a new Netflix series coming out?
Oh no, you can't be serious.
Yeah. I'm so torn. It's like cool, but what? They're gonna, because in Cuphead they don't really have
Why?
they don't really have personalities, and I feel like they're just gonna make them really stupid in this show. Like just from the cover, it kind of seems like, all right. I think it.
Wait, why can't it not work reverse? It's kind of weird because I used to play old Mickey Mouse games all the time, like on my Super Nintendo, and
Yeah.
those characters in the Mickey Mouse games didn't have characters, or they didn't have character, I guess. And then, but the character in the series had. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just saying it. I'm afraid that they're gonna make Cuphead like whoa and whatever. Not that it's gonna change the game, whatever. And the art style looks different. So I don't know. I don't understand why, but okay, I'll watch it. It looks kind of
guess.
like, I don't know if you guys knew that Mickey Mouse got like a reboot, and it's all on YouTube, and it's a little bit more memey, like more modern comedy, but it's actually
Oh,
really
is he
good.
talking about Fortnite? Please tell me.
Not that I've seen. No, they're still cartoons, but they're a little bit more modern. But this looks kind of like it's gonna be like that. But also they
I just want Mickey Mouse with Fortnite references.
doing Fortnite dances.
Wait, what do you know Rocko's Modern Life?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
They are
that's
making a
such
reboot of that. I just saw an ad of you like yesterday.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like they
shit.
were away from Earth because they were like in a spaceship or something, and now they're coming back, and now everything's modern because they used to be like 90s only and shit.
They're also I just saw today actually Invader Zim is also coming back to Netflix.
Oh shit!
And I think it's a movie.
love that show.
Yeah, I liked it too when I watched it. And
it never got a proper ending because
they just cut it off. And Witcher, did you guys see the trailer for the Witcher Netflix series?
In one picture of it, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, the picture of the actor who's supposed
it
to
looked
play
nice,
Geralt.
like visually, but I'm just not a fan of trailer pacing, so maybe it'll be good. But yeah.
I'm just not a fan of Witcher, so there you go.
I like Witcher, and I'll have you know that if I was a female in the Witcher universe, maybe I'd let Geralt touch me. Okay.
Dude, you could have made
Sue
a joke
me.
like that, or you could have just gone like full on. Witcher is the best game ever made, dude. I don't know if you guys ever do this, but sometimes sometimes I'm looking for a game to play because I have like a very specific itch, and then I look at like top 10, like you just randomly go on like some random ass websites like top 10 games for this and this, and it doesn't matter. You can have a top 10 list for real-time strategy games. Witcher 3 is gonna be up there.
Yeah, it's like how
put it everywhere.
remember in the Steam Award, I don't remember what the award was, but we were all kind of unanimously agreeing that Witcher shouldn't have won that. It was best environment, I think. And it's like, I mean, it looks nice, but it's just nature. It was like there with like Anti-Chamber or something like that, you know, like things with actual visual, like a style, a design, you know. Like the trees look nice in Witcher. Don't get me wrong, but you're totally right. Yeah, like best visual novel, Witcher 3. yeah.
It was just like with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter 1 best RPG, I remember. And it was kind of like, well, I mean, it's kind of an RPG.
I was torn because I was like, it should have won something, and it definitely wouldn't. Oh, fuck off! Fuck the goal.
That shit will never not be funny.
They really don't like that I stole their wheat.
Yeah, they need to smoke it, man.
Wait, they get angry now? What the fuck? I missed a couple patches, I guess.
Yeah, every village now has a golem, and this golem is angry at.
Uh-oh. Don't steal their wheat.
Whatever, I have their wheat. I have a lot of stuff actually stolen from them. They have some good shit.
Nice.
Good
Maybe you
village
should
to raid.
recreate Far Cry 2 or 3. And you should just like get a flint and steel and just light it
so
up.
many
Yeah,
books.
that's why I made that joke, dude. You're stealing my jokes.
Wait, when did you make that joke?
I said it earlier. It's okay. I'll allow it.
I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
On the VR front, I played Vacation Simulator. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I was waiting to beat it. You guys know Job Simulator.
That's been quite a while ago.
I know.
The video was really good. I really enjoyed watching it.
Oh, you watched my video?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I only
Show me
finished it
too.
recently. You watched it? Wow, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch your videos.
Yeah,
most of them.
thanks. That makes me happy, genuinely. Yeah, it's a funny video if you guys want to go watch it. But yeah, that game is so fun. It's better in every way than Job Simulator, so I highly recommend it if you like that kind of sense of humor. Just wanted to say that, like, that's a good VR game, really good VR game. But something else that surprised me that I played recently in VR, they released a Spider-Man VR game. There was one a few years ago, and it was a bit like, okay, kind of cool.
Sucked.
Yeah. Okay, it did kind of suck. And you were just like on a rooftop shooting different types of webs. This one is called Far From Home Virtual Reality. I think that's the name of the movie, right? That's upcoming.
What?
Far From Home,
be.
is that the new movie name?
Spider-Man?
Yeah. But this
It's out already, actually.
Okay, this VR game, dude, watch the trailer. It's what you wanted. I mean, it's not a full VR game, like it's free, so whatever. It's what you always dreamed of as a kid. Like you actually get to swing around with your hands for free, or your free hands, and you jump off skyscrapers and you'd like just run around and stuff. And I played it for like an hour just in free roam running around. It felt so cool, man. It felt so cool. And yeah, it was so fun. You actually fight a big ass robot, and it feels like you're fighting it. Like you actually pull yourself, and you can like build web walls and stuff. It was so cool. It was legit. It's legit the childhood dream of a Spider-Man video game, and it just makes me so like it's so promising. I just wanted to make a full-on, really polished game like that. It was so fun, man. It was really so fun. I'm always gonna keep it installed and show new VR users this. Really fun game. I was really giddy playing it. Yeah, I mean, you guys want to talk about anything? Like, I've been talking for a while now. You have any
Well,
games?
as I said, I got a Switch recently.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about my experience, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to, yeah. You played that.
Yeah.
Did you play Tetris Battle Royale?
That's amazing. Tetris Battle Royale.
Well, can someone explain that to me? Like, so you get rid of your blocks, do they go to other random people or what?
It's like you play with. It's called Tetris 99. Obviously, you play with 99 other people, and your goal is to get the number 1.
Yeah.
And the speed increases gradually, but not like time. Like after a certain time, but depending on how many people are still in the game.
Ah, okay.
Like when it becomes 50 people, like the speed
it speeds up.
increases, and then top 10 the speed gets ridiculous. So yeah, and basically there is a target feature where you can choose someone to target, and there are lots of like presets to target for like for example easier KOs or
Top player
just
maybe.
random or like retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
And how the mechanics really interesting, because whenever you knock someone out, you get a badge,
Alright.
and you can get up to 4 badges, and with each badge you get more protection, which protects you from getting lines from enemies that are targeting you. And the way it works is whenever you get like a Tetris, or you get like continuously get more and more lines in a row, like with each piece you get a line or whatever, the enemies will get lines, rows that will appear in their like Tetris game. So you basically attack them with you doing good.
Yeah, I mean, other Tetris games have done that, but it sounds fun to have like 99 people doing that.
Yeah, and that's how it is. Like you want to try to play safe, but you also need the badges up to 4 to protect yourself from enemies.
Alright.
Because then it like you get less lines from them, and it's harder to give you a line and stuff like that. So yeah.
And what about you, Tommy? You been doing anything, or did I cut you off,
I-
Rich?
I mean, no.
Yeah, like my experience with the Switch as hardware, really well done, hardware-wise. No issues at all.
But
Like it doesn't
there's
get
a
too
but.
hot or anything. Yeah, there is a but, because with certain games, with Minecraft for example, whenever I'm in handheld mode, like my hands cramp up.
Yeah, I can tell it's definitely a small
But
controller.
it also depends on like how much I have to use the shoulder button. Because then I change my grip, and like
Yeah, you're kind of clawing.
Yeah,
I get
I
you.
agree.
numb up a lot.
Yeah.
Consider getting the Pro controller. It's
I
supposed to
have
be
the Pro
fun.
controller, but if like I'm
Oh.
playing with handheld,
If he's in
mode,
handheld, he's saying, yeah.
yeah, I have to hold it.
Oh, I mean, you don't. I mean, you could. Like that's how I usually play. Is,
But yeah, as I said, it only happens mostly in Minecraft to me. Like if I play something else, okay.
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 Then anything else, no stutters. But there are some games that are like stuttery, I suppose.
Alright.
Which is usually okay. Like I know you're playing Darkest Dungeon right now. Darkest Dungeon is on Switch, and so like anywhere you fucking go, you can just boot up Darkest Dungeon. It's great.
That's cool. Actually, I wasn't as fond of the game as I thought I'd be. Actually, no. I'll correct myself. I liked it a lot, but I got tired of it very quickly. That's
Yeah, same here.
let me see, how many hours did I clock on it? 18. Nah, that's good. Like, that's value for my money. It was like there's some really. I love how oppressing everything feels, and you have to like actually bodies get in the way, and your characters go insane. You're like, no, what's wrong with you? Stop being an asshole. Just do what I tell you to do, but in the good way. I really liked it, but yeah, it's just kind of like, okay, you know, I might still play it every now and again.
Repetitive.
But yeah, that was fun. I also finally beat Dead Cells after all these years.
Wait, you can beat that game?
Exactly, beat as in like I did all the biomes kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And no, there is like a final boss. I beat it once, and then you just have to like up the difficulty and do it. But it's kind of repetitive at this point. It's like I saw everything there is really to see. It was fun, but I don't know. I kind of wish I felt like it ended quickly, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I played a lot of Nintendo games. The new Smash is good. really interesting, with a lot of content. Splatoon 2 is basically Splatoon 1, but better in every way.
Wait a second, Rage. Maybe you can explain this better. We talked about this. Like, I remember, I don't know if it was on the podcast or not, but we talked about this a couple months ago. And Gedda was like, "It's a fighting game. How could it have a lot of content?" Like,
what? Which one?
fucking Smash. Dude.
Smash
has so much content.
Not a fighting game in it.
When did I say that? I wouldn't say.
I remember you saying that very specifically.
It depends on the context, maybe. I can't think of saying that now. Like, Smash Bros has no content. What?
Well, no, not that it has no content, but you said it's a fighting game. It can't be that.
Maybe I was talking about the story. Maybe in that context.
I don't fucking know. But anyways, Smash is like all of the recent, like the last 3 Smashes all had like if you like fighting games, you can play Smash in single player for fucking like 300 hours and still have fun.
It's one of those games, man. I've always liked the look of it because I like fighting games, but it looks like a unique one where you actually hit each other off and you work off of that.
The difference with like between a traditional fighting game and Smash, because Smash is not a traditional fighting game.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It looks fun.
It's very easy to get into because like all the characters have the same like movement, like
I get what you're saying.
They all move the same way.
They're more or less similar.
They're all
I mean, most fighting games are kind of like that too. You've got your low kick, you've got your high kick, you've got blah blah blah, and you've got your special, and then they just the moveset.
Yeah, in this case, like they all have 4 different normal attacks and then 4 different smashes.
Yeah.
It's like they're all very similar. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way about all fighting games. Like, I just click random and I can button mash more and just think a little bit, and it's still fine. But yeah, Smash does look really like a lot of fun. I'm really interested in trying them one of these days. I actually played one on the Wii a little bit. I have it. Didn't play it that much though. I don't know.
The Brawl is considered the weakest of the series.
Is that the Wii one?
Worst, yeah.
Is that the Wii one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
As a kid, I was like spamming melee, but now Ultimate is insane. It's like so crazy how much stuff you can do. Actually insane.
Yeah,
and as I said, Splatoon 2 is really fun. What else did I play? Mario Kart.
I mean, I think people at this point know that Nintendo games are good. They're gonna be good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually recently picked up Prison Architect. It's kind of my first delve into this genre. I don't know, whatever you'd call it, like RimWorld and stuff, I guess. I know that RimWorld probably has a lot more depth, but Prison Architect is also a lot older. But like, I mean, just in the tutorial, I already had one of these stories kind of develop. Like, I just thought it was really funny, so I wanted to tell it. Like, in the campaign, when you start off, one of the, like, the second tutorial level, your place is on fire, and it's like, call these fire department guys, get them over here. And you click on the fire department people, and then I clicked on the fire, and they just walked in and died. What you're meant to do is tell them to stand next to it, and then they start spraying it. So I was like, shit, okay, screw that up. And then I see, I call some new fire people in, cool, they're fixing it up, whatever. And then I see on the road outside my prison a truck with 4 firefighters. And I was like, oh, maybe I can tell them to come over here. And I click on them, and then I click on the fire, and I find out that they're the corpses of the previous firefighters, and they just roll off the truck and stay on the street. And yeah, I'm having fun with that. I still haven't gone that far. I'm still like doing the tutorial levels. I haven't free roamed, but it's fun. Like, it's fun to screw around in games like that. I think I'm curious to try RimWorld one day, but
you should.
But there's so many other games, man.
But RimWorld's so much fun.
On my channel recently. Oh no, yeah, go on.
Oh yeah.
I have loads to talk about. You go ahead first.
Okay, well, I have one game that I've been eating everybody's ears off now, because I always do that. When I have a good game, I talk about it a lot. And my good game for this week is F-Zero X. Holy shit, that game is so awesome. Oh my god. Every time I boot it up, Like I boot it up like once every year, every 2 years usually, because I hate racing games. I absolutely hate most racing games, but F-Zero is like, it's super arcadey, it's super duper fast, it's super duper crazy, and it's like one of the best games I've ever played. Oh my god, that game is so good.
Legit, one of the best games you ever played.
Well, yeah, it's definitely up there. Dude,
Alright.
I really need to make a list and like sort them all up.
I mean,
Like,
you don't
it's-
have to. There's-
It's like crazy fun. I was like, oh, I just had like a really small itch for like, hey, I want to play like one round of F-Zero, and because of obviously I have everything installed already, I just boot up the emulator, and like legitimately 15-20 seconds later, I'm in the race already, and then the race is over after 2 minutes. I'm like, holy shit, I forgot how awesome this is. And you know how like when you're a kid, usually that happens when you're a kid. You play a game and you get so into it that your hands like cramp up and you like start shaking in your chair. And when you play Mario Kart, it's like you go from left to the right in your chair because
Right.
you're steering. And I have this to this day in F-Zero because it's so fucking intense. It's like,
yeah,
it's actually crazy.
It looks really fun. It reminds me a bit. I don't remember so clearly how that game was, but I used to play a Crazy Frog Racer game, and it kind of looks like these crazy tracks that kind of loop around, and it's this weird same theme. It's like urban look. I don't know. I mean, I haven't played that game in years, but yeah,
There's some
it looks
like
fun.
there's some things that are like that I realize, especially now, since I like every year or every year I like learn new stuff about video games, like about how they're designed and stuff. And I noticed how like strong. Usually, that's what I don't like about racing games. Usually, racing games you play relatively like safe. You just fucking drive around, I guess. Which is also why I don't like stuff like Formula One, because it's just like, yeah, just drive around in circles, I guess. But with F-Zero, there's so many things. Like you can in the first round, it's just a normal race, but because the way the person that wins the last race gets like, it's reverse win order in start. So when you win the race, you start as last, and you have to pass 29 other fucking racers,
Right.
and they all ram you, and they all fucking block your way. And then in the second round, you get boost power, which essentially means you can expend your health to get a speed boost. And this is where it gets like insane, because all of a sudden your health is also a resource. And if you boost too much, first off, when you boost, you become faster, so you slide more, which is not good. So when you're sliding, you obviously lose control of the car, and it's like really hard to like not ram anything. So you also, because you spend your health, if you ram into walls, obviously you lose health too. So you can do like some crazy decisions where you're like, oh my god, I have 10% health left. If I boost now, I get a good boost, but I'll be at 0 HP. And if you then slam into anything, absolutely anything, you explode. And it's like such an adrenaline rush to race around, because you race it like insane. It's insane how fast it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's such an adrenaline rush to just race around at these crazy speeds. You're not allowed to touch anything.
Yeah, no, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I really like racing games which have crazy tracks, and especially this
And it's
health
also
risk
fucking
thing.
difficult.
Yeah.
Like that, and the rubber. There's another thing about this game: the fucking rubber banding. There's like most games, people that don't play racing games much don't even fucking notice that. But most racing games have rubber banding, which means when you're first, people behind you are gonna speed up. There's like some really good videos on that, like on Mario Kart, the first Mario Kart. Well, no, Mario Kart 64. What's the worst one, I think. If you're like first and you'd like cheat yourself, so you go to the last one, the last fucking person on the track, you cannot pass. It's impossible to get past the last one because they're speeding up so much. It's such cheating. But in F-Zero, you don't have so much rubber banding. So if you're bad, you're gonna fucking stay in. Even it works the other way around as well, by the way, where if you are last, the first ones are gonna slow down so you can pass them again. But in F-Zero, if you suck, you're gonna land on the 27th place. They're gonna let you know that you suck this race.
I mean, I like it more when games allow you to kind of come back. It might not be super fair, but someone in Mario Kart getting the cannonball or whatever, or the bullet bill, it makes it like
Yeah, multiplayer games, sure.
I mean, even in single player, like, when you're too good in a racing game, it's kind of like, okay, I haven't seen anyone in a
Yeah,
minute.
but that's what I'm saying. And like because you start last and you have to pass 29 other cars, and the
Right.
races are so short. Like every race, if you play on the highest difficult, I've seen speedruns of F-Zero X, and some of the speedrunners don't get first in some tracks. It's like it's that difficult. It's really fucking difficult, and I love this so much.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
F-Zero
good.
X, F-Zero GX, I just started playing that too. Has like a little bit of a story mode, and there it has like 3 difficulties as well. The first fucking race is like you have to get past like a really small track within 1 minute and collect all of the things. And I'm like, oh, this is not that difficult. I'm really good at F-Zero X, and then I start playing it, and holy shit, this game is so difficult as well. It's like so nice to play a really difficult game. Where I was stuck an hour on the first level to get it on the max difficulty. 1 hour on the 60-second track.
Nice.
It took so long, but it's like, oh, it's so satisfying when you get it.
Yeah. So I'll check
And we
that
don't get
out
these
at some
games
point.
that much. You should, 100%. It's such a good game. Oh my god, I love F-Zero.
I'm trying to see. Speaking of hard things.
By Willy.
You guys know that Dota 2 also did this at some point, but StarCraft, they had like pro players versus an AI. Have you guys heard of this?
Oh
Yeah. And in StarCraft 2, they're apparently they had an AI that actually like destroyed some people. Well, not physically in the game, and they're actually going to be unleashing it into the European competitive ladder. Like,
oh shit!
Apparently,
with the European one.
The European one, yeah. So it's
So this is the
not
part.
that bad.
they're gonna sneak it in. I mean, I think you have to accept that a player might be an AI before you start matchmaking, and then basically it doesn't tell you. It will never tell you, and this AI can play like any of the factions, whatever, and just to gather data and basically train this AI. So yeah, like people now in the European competitive ladder might be playing against this AI and they have no idea, and I just thought that was really funny. I love the idea of an AI destroying players, and I think I remember watching the Dota one. It was like landing all the shots, and even pros couldn't
Oh,
really.
Dota.
Yeah.
Recently there was a match.
Mm-hmm.
They got fucked. Like
Yeah, I love that. I love watching
the
that.
AI would usually, like, it would always tell what are their chances to win.
Mhm.
Of the AI, and like right after the pick phase, they were like, yeah, 65% chance to win, and then the last pick, like 80% chance to win.
I love that, dude. Like it's just so funny to see these guys who are the best of the best. They train so long, and then this AI just comes and like learns from a few matches and it steamrolls them.
It's also kind of like
It's fascinating.
I've heard with the Dota stuff that they actually like after a while they manage to beat the bot by like outplaying it because they know it's a bot
Right.
and they can like manipulate the stuff the bot
Yeah,
does.
it's also
so
interesting
you
to
can,
me.
Yeah,
You
but
can learn it.
they,
It's like
they
a puzzle
will
game.
not like the AI for Dota. So sophisticated now. It like no chance,
Yeah.
chance to exploit.
Speaking of StarCraft as well, holy shit. Did you guys see, this is also a while ago, but what I thought it was kind of cool to see. There's a YouTube channel that does animations on Blizzard games all the time. They're called Carbot. Did you guys see that they're like re-releasing the first StarCraft with that aesthetic?
It's already out. Yeah.
Oh, is it out?
Some
Okay.
mod for the first one. I
It's not a mod. You
hell?
actually have to buy it again on the store.
Okay.
But I thought
Oh,
that was
that.
I thought it was really cool to see StarCraft in this super cartoony like flash animation looking thing. I thought it was
What the
really
hell?
funny.
that is really cool.
Yeah, but it sucks I have to buy it again though. That's a bit lame, but whatever. Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, okay. This is like a Minecraft episode, huh? Because I had this a while ago. Speaking of fascinating developments, did you guys see this video? Let me get you the name of the person. Yeah, it's got 6 million views, so you might have seen this already. By Seth Bling, where he basically makes a playable Minecraft in a chest in Minecraft.
It got recommended, but
Okay.
yeah.
Here it is. He just opens a chest and you're playing a side-scrolling Minecraft inside the chest of Minecraft. Like just it's depicted with all these items.
Yeah.
I wonder, can you go to like the Ender Dragon with this? Let me see. He's like in the cave here, but it's kind of cheating because you can see the lava under you, so you know not to break the block.
Wow. Yeah. Never dig straight down for this.
Yeah, I thought that was
way.
that was funny. Let's
damn.
see. I've actually okay. I guess I can talk about really quickly. Like I put up some videos recently on my channel. One of them did amazing. It's 7,000 views now. Swords and Souls, a review where it's basically an idle clicker kind of game where you train your character before you go in battle by doing like small mini games that pertain to that skill. So like, you know, you train your defense by blocking apples thrown at you with your shield and stuff. It's actually, I think it's a really fun game. It's very niche though. It depends on the kind of player, if you want that kind of thing, or else you'll get super bored of it. I did a review on that if you want to check out my full thoughts. Swords and Souls Never Seen is the name. I also played a game called Etherborn. That one didn't get that much attention. There were a lot of people on my friends list who had it wishlisted, but it didn't get much attention, it seemed. It's a game. It's you kind of just see footage to understand it. Let me just pull up my video on it. But it's a game. Other games have played with this mechanic before, but you basically shift gravity, and you can walk on all sides of a surface, like just depending on the way it's curved and stuff. And the puzzle solving can get really intricate and interesting. Here, let me link in Discord.
Oh, it's that game. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, this is a nice environment, unlike Witcher 3.
Yeah.
It's actually, it gets really mind bendy at times. Like some of the later levels are mind fucky, seriously. But yeah, I just wanted to bring a bit more attention to that game because it's a really fun, chill game. The story is a bit like Hocus Pocus, artsy fartsy, like a lot of pretty indie games are. Kind of, it's like, well, you know, whatever. I didn't give a fuck about the story. I tried, and the voice actress was a bit obnoxious to listen to. But the gameplay, the puzzles were really fun, and the aesthetic itself is really pleasing. So yeah, check out my review if you want to see that. And finally, I also did a review on two more games actually. Songbird.
The anime game?
No, we'll get to the anime game in a second.
Damn.
Songbird Symphony is a game I did a review on. I love it. I'm almost about to beat it now. I'll probably beat it tomorrow. It's a side-scrolling indie pixel art game where you play as a bird and you basically just you sing songs. It's a rhythm game. You do rhythm songs with other birds, but it's so cute and the music is
rhythm games.
What? Yeah, I really love rhythm games.
I like rhythm games.
It's really cute and all the music is so fun to play, and it's just colorful and the story is fun, and I love this game. I really like it, so I'm looking forward to finishing it very soon. Check out my review on that, Songbird Symphony. And my final thing that I did a video on was called Monster Boy. This game came out on Switch as well about a year ago, I think. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. It's in the same universe as Wonder Boy, which is a super old series, and Monster Island, I think. And you basically play as a blue-haired anime boy, as I specified in the review. And you can turn into different monsters, or not monsters, just different animal forms, and they all have different abilities and stuff. And it's just like an old-school adventure. It kind of like a side-scrolling Zelda, I guess, if you really want to describe it like that. It's a lot of fun. I was playing it yesterday, and I was having the most fun with it so far. Like, it's just getting better and better as I go through. I'm really loving this game, and yeah, it's good. It's a really solid adventure game. The music, by the way, I don't think I talked about the music in the review as I should have. The music is awesome. I pretty much say that about most games that I play. I guess I really love music, but these games have good music, man. Especially Monster Boy, really fun stuff. It's been stuck in my head all day. But yeah,
and I wanted to play that before the podcast, but I just didn't manage to.
Next time.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, next time. Yeah, because Tommy also got it. So, yeah, those are the games I did videos on. I'm about to do some really special stuff on my channel, I think. I'm gonna do a video I've been wanting to do for years, part of an existing series. But I've also got 2 or 3 very special intimate videos. I think they're gonna be a lot of fun. And actually, while filming them, I opened up my box. This is a funny story. I opened up my box of old Game Boy games, like since I was a kid. I mean, I haven't opened this box since I was like over 10. 10 maximum was when I opened this box. And I opened it, and there was just a piece of paper inside that just said Bucharest, Romania, which is where Simi's from. And on the back of the paper, it said 17, which is the age I met her. And I was so fucking mind blown. Like, how did I somehow time... Like, I don't know. It's like I saw the future of when I'd meet her. It's so fucking specific. A piece of paper that says the age and the where she's from or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? Is this a new thing that somehow slipped in or whatever? And then I dug through the box, and I found many papers with many cities on them. So it was from that. But I don't know. It was so funny that it was like just singled out. It was one of the craziest coincidences I think I've ever experienced. That was so funny. But yeah, I've got some good videos of NES related stuff and Game Boy stuff from my childhood coming up. I think they're gonna be fun.
Damn.
Yeah. I've got there's so much to talk about. Forget this. Gears of War 5 doesn't want smoking in its game, but I think... Have you guys heard of this? I feel like it's old news, but maybe if you haven't, we could talk about it. I thought it was just kind of funny that they don't want smoking, but they're like chainsawing people and stuff. But
I mean, no. I actually
no,
agree
yeah,
with them there.
no. I'm saying it's funny, but it does make sense. Their argument, and you're probably gonna say this. It's just that they said that they've seen studies where showing smoking in like media makes kids think it's cool, and you know, a kid's not gonna run around with a chainsaw, but they might actually pick up smoking. So.
Well, yeah, it's like if you have popular people do things, the general like the general public will follow it.
Yeah.
If like the general and you won't like see somebody run around with a chainsaw cutting at people.
Yeah, that's what I
but
said.
you can easily go around and see somebody smoke a cigarette.
I'm fine with that. That's okay. But I just thought it was funny that they had to announce it, and on top of that, that they're working closely with an anti-smoking corporation to get this done. Like, just don't, I don't know, just if you don't support smoking, don't put it in your game, and then just don't, I don't know. It's so weird that it was news to me. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy thing where they announced like, oh, we reduced her bust size or whatever. What was it? I think they reduced Tifa's bust size in Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit. It's just kind of like, okay, yeah, fine, do it, but just it was weird that you're talking about it.
I mean, it's kind of, to be fair, it's kind of weird now to see smoking in video games.
Yeah.
I know Yakuza had some smoking in it. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's from the time, 80s, like, the people were smoking.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely see it less now, even in real life. So, there you have it. Yeah. Okay, one news article, kind of sad, but also a bit expected. Apparently, Battle Right's next update is going to be the last one, or it might have already just come out, because of their declining player numbers. Battle Right was that game which was like a MOBA arena, like it plays like a MOBA, but without the objective other than just like a deathmatch in a small arena. I love that game. Simi loved that game. Tommy, you really liked it. We played it a ton.
Yeah, I love Battle Right.
But I kind of saw it coming because, I mean, we were playing it like every day. There was new stuff, cool, whatever. And then at some point they announced a battle royale mode, which I think perplexed everyone. Like, battle royale for Battle Right? Okay, fine.
That was kind of weird.
But I was like, okay, it might be fun. But it took a year to make, and they didn't update the original game at all. And I think they lost all their players during that time. And then the battle royale came out. It started off as a paid product while it was in early access, so nobody was playing it, and then it came out free, and they separated the games, and now they lost everyone. They killed the flow completely.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so they're not gonna update it anymore. That sucks. Yeah, I don't want another gigantic, basically, because that game is fun, and I would like to play it whenever I want to, but I hope they don't shut down the servers or anything. It'll probably be a while until then, but yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I don't know, the battle royale thing was so
the only
weird.
thing they announced, they will pull development.
Oh, you heard about this previously?
Project. No, you said what I mean is, you said there will be no new
Yeah,
content.
yeah,
right?
sure, yeah, of course.
That only means they pulled people.
I know.
From development.
Yeah, but that also means that because no new content, just like when the Battle Royale mode was coming out, less people will be coming in, the player base will like slowly
but as
dwindle
long
away.
as there is like a player base.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge step from pulling people from development from like pulling the plug.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I know.
Is what I mean. Like
Yeah.
for example, for HOTS, they pulled a lot of people from that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they are like maintaining the game.
Yeah. I played
That sucks. Games die. I'm having like some old clips of Lawbreakers. Breakers. Yes.
Breakers, yeah.
I would never know if it's Lawbringers or
Because of that
Lawbreakers. Anyway.
For Honor character, yeah.
For Honor, yeah. But yeah, I have like some old clips of Lawbreakers on my videos hard drive, and I rewatched them recently, and I was like, damn, I really want to play this game again.
Yeah.
That's
So sad
why.
it died.
That's why a lot of people are raising concern for the whole. What is it called? Like for the whole live service thing.
Right.
Because there are like more and more games are getting into like that trend, or like more and more publishers want to make all of the games live service.
So you won't be able to
example,
play them in the future, you mean?
Yeah,
if
and
the
when
service
they
is gone.
decide to stop the support, you will not be able to play the game anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That really sucks.
Like one publisher who actually like now successfully made most of their games live service is. Which
Is-
people don't like
is who?
do not
You-
realize. Ubisoft.
Yeah.
You think about it, almost all of their games are like live service things.
Yeah,
Well-
and it like really sucks because sometimes, imagine you don't have internet and you want to play some fucking, even if it's just Siege, you cannot even play Terrorist Hunt when you're offline, which is like
Yeah.
an offline mode that you can play
Yeah.
alone. Like you can't
And
even
then-
do that.
Yeah, I see, like I agree with many people like raising these concerns. Like I share them as well.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's an option to buy the game and have an offline mode, I don't see a problem with the live service thing. But yeah, it would suck to be able to like lose something permanently if it's even a single player game, or you're offline and you can't play it. Like the first Hitman reboot, I remember if you went offline, it would just kick you out of your save, and it didn't even save the
Yeah.
game. Like you'd lose progress, I think. Yeah, that's awful. I hate that stuff. What are you eating over there, Rage?
Cooked herring. Like oh no, fish. I eat fish.
Wait, what the fuck? You fish in Minecraft?
Yes.
Yeah, I never ate fish in Minecraft. I just like killed pigs.
All you do, you just get some fucking potatoes. That's the best food you can get. You get potatoes, and then you make a big potato farm, and then you cook them. It's like the best food.
Yep. Let's see. I have.
Here's the thing that I noticed recently. I don't know if anybody else has like a similar thing. I hate puzzle games. I legitimately hate most puzzle games. I can't stand them. I think they're boring as fuck. But any game where like
Fuck this.
you
Enderman.
hide that it's puzzles, you just pretend it's something else, but it's a puzzle game, I'll play the living fuck out of it.
Okay.
Like, fuck. I had like one other game that I can't think of it right now. Like RimWorld is a little bit of a puzzle game in some aspects.
Sure.
But like where it really struck me was when I was playing modded Minecraft, because everything in modded Minecraft is a huge fucking puzzle. You have to
Yeah.
figure out space. I spent like one day, I spent like over an hour just relaying cables to save some cables. And it was so much fun. Just like, oh, this machine needs cables, this machine needs cables, this is where my input's from, this one doesn't need as much power, so you can use the cheaper cables. There's so much shit that you can do. And like, it's crazy to me. I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But I hate puzzle games.
I mean, even you could say even some of the side stories in Yakuza are puzzles because you've got to like try and get in the person's head and respond with the correct thing.
Yeah, and if it's hidden like that, I'm totally
there's
fine
many-
with it. I'm like, hell
Sure.
yeah, I'll play this shit. But you give me a puzzle game and you're like, hey, here's 8 things you have. Do this for no reason. I don't know.
Well, then you'll probably hate the game that I'm about to talk about.
Oh shit.
Called Professor Lupo and His Horrible Pets.
That sounds like a Professor Layton game.
Yeah.
Just because Professor or with a subtitle?
With the subtitle.
It's a game. It's made by Beauty Fun Games. They made what was it called? Something. Who cares? The game was really interesting when I played it. I didn't do a full review on it, but I just wanted to mention it here. Like the art style is, all the animation is nice, really nicely drawn. It's like it looks like classical animation kind of, but it's a game where you play as one of the assistants of Professor Lupo, and basically his space station has just gone crazy. Like all these monsters are loose, and the way you interact with the environment. And the way they interact with the environment is unique, and you basically just need to try and navigate the place and survive each level, like go through it. But it's very step-by-step puzzle game, and you have a lot of time to think, and yeah, it's definitely a niche. It's definitely a niche
I hate
thing.
it already.
Yeah, you hate it, but that means that people who like puzzle games would really like it, because it is really good, and the music was fun, and I really like the art style. It's really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to mention it. I haven't played it that much myself, but I recognize its quality. I just had other stuff that I'd rather be playing. Fucking hell.
That really scared me.
Can we do this every episode?
What we should do is he plays a game and we guess what the game is. Just
It's gonna be Minecraft every week.
Yeah.
Fuck you, skeletons! Eat my penis!
Oh.
I'm allowed to saw penis on stream.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's a scientific term, so we're not gonna censor that.
Alright.
Let's see. I mean, just quickly mention, still playing through the Resident Evil series. I played Operation Raccoon City, where I always heard really bad things about it, and I was always like, I mean, there's many things that people hate unanimously, but I'm okay with. Because it's an action game, so I was like, oh, maybe if I go into it expecting that it's not a typical Resident Evil game, I'll like it. Turns out I didn't like it. It was pretty boring and monotonous, so I skipped it. Actually, I watched all the cutscenes online, and that wasn't even worth it, honestly. I
almost like general consensus is mostly right, except on Witcher 3. Fuck Witcher 3.
Sometimes.
Oh, fuck.
But Operation Raccoon City, like if I had a group of friends, maybe it would be a lot more fun. But yeah. I saw something that upset me. There's a VR Kingdom Hearts experience, and I don't have it because it's only on PlayStation. So I just wanted to say that I'm very angry, and Square Enix should fucking put this game, because I'll buy it full price, even though I don't buy any game full price. Put Kingdom Hearts 3 on Steam.
Oh man, I need to play Kingdom Hearts 2. I've never. Oh my god, I might play that soon.
Oh, dude, you would make me so happy. Unless you said you hated it, then I would fucking cry. Because just go into it knowing that the story is fucking anime as hell.
And I've seen parts of the story, and it's like unfollowable.
No, it's not. People say that, they joke about it. It is a bonkers story, but it's totally followable. Like I followed it as a 7-year-old kid. Come on, people. It's not that.
I just remember having Goofy with me, and I played at my cousin's house, and I remember having Goofy with me, and going to I think there was like a Lion King level. I know there was a spooky level at some point.
Yeah. It's a good.
And you drive around in like a car, in like a spaceship, and the things are called gummies. Gummies?
Gummies, yeah. Dude, I played the games recently, like 2 years ago again. They still hold up, man. Like, even if you don't like the story or whatever, it's just visiting Disney worlds, and the gameplay is still some of the most fun combat I've played, like action, sword based or key based. It's really fun, man. It's a really fun game, and I love it. They're one of my favorite games, and every time I hear the theme songs, I cry a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean I actually hold back from bawling.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so it's like probably the #1 nostalgic thing to me. And like I played it throughout so many times in my life. Kingdom Hearts is like special.
I mean, okay, yeah. I should shut the fuck up because I cried like a little baby when I was playing. No, not. I mean Zelda too.
Oh, F-Zero. You were crying while playing F-Zero. All right. What is it actually?
Also, before I forget, the music in F-Zero is the best thing I've ever heard, and the music in F-Zero GX fucking sucks.
Okay. But yeah, what makes you cry?
Anyways, Nintendo knows, they know exactly how to push your buttons. All of them. When I watched, I had like a tear in my eye when I saw they announced fucking Banjo-Kazooie for Smash. Even though I
yeah.
don't even play Smash, I don't care. There was a little tear in my eye,
Mm.
and I was full on like, I was bawling like a little baby when I finished Super Mario Odyssey. They like.
Does Mario
There
die?
is, dude, it's so much better than you think. It's so much cooler, dude. I can't spoil it. I cannot.
Okay, I
Like,
want to play that. It does seem really
it's
cool.
so fucking good. Like, there is one part. One thing that I really didn't expect. I didn't like look up much for Odyssey when it came out, but everybody that played it knows what I'm talking about. There is one song sung by a real life person that is like kind of jazzy, and it's not my music at all. That song brings tears to my eyes. And it's a song about Super Mario and his video games and the way he jumps.
Nice.
And it's like it compiles everything. You play the game while the song comes. It's not a cutscene or anything. Like, you play the game, you play a very specific part of the game when that song plays, and it like they just know how to push all of the nostalgia buttons at once.
Dude, if you like that, watch Pixar movies, man. Like, genuinely.
But that's not nostalgia.
Dude, it doesn't matter. We showed a friend recently all the Toy Story movies. She had never seen them before, and she fucking fell in love with them. They're so good. If you watch anything, watch Toy Story. But anyway, yeah, go on.
I think I watched Toy Story, but
watch
like a long time ago though.
Right. Anyway. Yeah. You were saying.
Odyssey
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, actually,
It's
the
awesome.
one Nintendo thing that does that to me is Yoshi's Island, because I love that,
my
and it's
God.
such a cute and innocent game, and the music is just
The best. This is unironically my opinion. Unironically, the very fucking best video games, the music piece ever written by any man of any kind ever is the final boss music of Yoshi's Island.
I don't remember. I
shit.
haven't played it. By the way, I played the Game Boy version. I don't know if it's different to the.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
There's like the
I haven't played it since I was like.
This game is 20 years old. I'm gonna fucking spoil the fuck out of it. The very last boss is like one of the coolest things ever made. You play this cute little game. You throw eggs at fucking Shy Guys, and you make flowers grow. And then the ending is fucking the most massive Bowser you've ever seen.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
remember
in the
that.
background, and everything explodes, and he throws massive rocks at you, and you throw massive eggs back at him, and the sickest 8-bit death metal soundtrack plays. Holy shit. That's like the experience. That song makes me shiver every time.
Yeah, it's a testament to, like, I played the game when I was so long ago, but I remembered that boss fight. Like, it stuck with me. Yeah, I loved Yoshi's Island. I want to replay it again, dude. That's a good game.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of really good speedruns on that game, because the guy that runs it, Triax, is like really entertaining to watch. And he knows his shit.
Well, I basically only have, like, I guess I should say I played Sims 4. It's cool. All right. Next.
That sums it up. Sims. It's Sims.
I mean, it's
Play
just,
RimWorld instead.
No, but if you want a real answer, the discussion systems are a lot, like, it's really nice how all the Sims like talk while doing things now to each other, and the way you can like manipulate the face. I think you can go into a lot more detail in Sims 3, but they did do a lot of bullshit when it comes to, like, they removed stuff. Like, you can't change your skin color to whatever you want now. Not even in regards to skin color, just like hair. It's like pink, green, or blue, and then normal colors. It's like, well, what if I want yellow or something like that? You know, they really removed.
That's what mods are for. It's a dumb, bad excuse, but that's what mods are for.
That's what mods are for, and that's what we're doing now. But yeah, it's a fun game. But yeah, I mean, basically the same shit in more or less. Yeah, there's that. Okay, I've got 2 things to say, just kind of 2 funny, I mean, a bit out of the blue, but just funny stories, I guess. One of them is not gaming related, but recently we went to the water park, and I just thought it was really funny that they were playing emo metal there.
What the fuck is emo metal?
Like, we were just sitting, and they were playing like 3 Days Grace and Skillet and stuff. Like, Skillet,
Wait, I need to look that
Skillet
up right
is
now.
like a Christian metal band. I used to listen to them when I was edgy and 13. I mean, they're okay. They're don't get me wrong. Like if you listen to them, don't get offended. They're fine. They sound fine. And then they played 3 Days Grace, which is like actual emo metal. And he's like one of the lyrics is I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. And they're playing it at the water park with like all these fat tourists and kids. And I was just cracking up, dude. I was laughing. And it was like, dude, they didn't just play it randomly. It was like an album's worth. Like they just played the 3 Days Grace album. It was so funny, dude. I was cracking up so hard.
Probably someone who works there.
Yeah. And by the way, that's when they turned up the music, when those started playing. Like it was really loud. But
What the fuck?
I thought that was so funny, dude. And then
That sounds awesome.
and then my last story, not as funny, but very weird. I recently
Oh, I love this music.
redeemed a key for a game called Rusty Lake. And then right when I redeemed it, I was on the desktop and I just got an achievement in Rust to get 700 wood, which I haven't played in like 4 years. So I thought that was kind of funny. Just on the desktop, haven't played the game in years, get an achievement for it because it's got Rust in it, I
Nice.
assume. I don't know. Very strange interaction with Steam, but I
Maybe
like
you
that.
maybe you had like a hidden like worker for you working for you in Rust the entire time.
I have no
Just
idea.
read it.
Did you pay a Chinese man to play Rust for you?
Maybe, and I forgot, and he's like slowly consuming my PayPal funds, and I forgot to unsubscribe. And then the last thing, this is my last thing, so we can end after this, or if you guys want to talk, I just wanted to say that they're making a live-action Mega Man movie, and that's all.
Oh boy.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's
still-
gonna
still
get the
waiting.
Sonic treatment.
Still waiting for the Monster Hunter live action movie though.
Yeah, but at least, dude, at least they're, I don't know, at least
Okay.
they're like human. I don't know, Mega Man to make it live action sounds weird to me.
Oh, I hope
Why?
his costume will be like the Mega Man 1 cover art.
Yeah. No, because Mega Man, Tommy, I don't know, like in the games and the cartoon, he's just a cartoony, what's the word I'm looking for? Where they have like big
Well,
heads and shit.
they made anime.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, but at least there's an art style. To me, this is like Lion King live action. Like, what's the point? What the hell?
Yeah, I
Chibi.
guess.
Chibi is the word. He's a little bit chibi and cartoony and cute and whatever. To make it live action, like with humans? I don't know. Let me
That's why they should use the cover art of the first one as
Mega
reference.
Man 1 cover. Let's see.
He's gonna be like
Either
super
1
human.
or 2.
No, 2. Wait, I want to show them both. 2 is good, but 1 is even better. But let's start with 2. There he is, just a dude shooting. But 1 is that pose. It's like a Bigfoot photo. He's like mid crab walk off the frame. What the fuck is that, dude?
Wait, what?
Look
And
up
like
Mega
his
Man.
armor does look nothing like.
Yeah, it's yellow and blue like a X-Men.
Yeah.
Why
the-
is he crab walking?
I don't know. It's so bad, dude. Are there any more? No, then from
I
Mega
really
Man.
wish. I really hope they do this. But I also like how he doesn't even have a fucking like. He's called Mega Man, but he doesn't. He's not Mega Man. He doesn't have.
He's a boy.
Mega Man hand. He's just a man with a gun in his shit costume.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the fucking shooty hands.
Yeah.
Wait, Mega Man 2, he doesn't either. Did I miss something?
No, that's what I'm saying. Mega Man 2, he's also just a dude holding a gun. And then from Mega Man 3, they make him a blaster dude.
No, that's how
I
it
remember
was
there was an anime
back then.
Yeah, there was an anime, yeah.
that I used to watch all the time.
Oh, you actually watched it?
Yeah, I watched it, but it didn't come up often because obviously Mega Man in German TV isn't very appealing, I guess.
Mm.
Well,
But then again, we have
was.
Pokemon too. What?
Yu-Gi-Oh was appealing for German TV.
Well, I guess so. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh also sold a fuckload of cards. Just
Dude,
like
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because
Yeah.
of that fucking anime. Everyone got hooked on the anime first. Though.
Man,
I didn't.
dude. Yeah, I didn't. And there's
I
one...
watched the first season. I watched everything.
And there's like 2 things I've collected in my life. And it was Pokemon Tazos and cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I
What's
didn't
a
give...
Tazo?
It just, I don't know, it was like just this cardboard circle with a Pokemon on it, and I got it in every chips packet. I don't know, maybe it was only here in Cyprus. I'm not sure. But
Wait, do you mean like
Oh,
Pogs?
Pokemon Pogs, yeah.
are they called Pogs? It was called Tazos
Yeah,
here.
they're called Pogs.
Pokemon
Tazos. I'm looking it up right now.
Pogs.
Yeah, those are
Let's-
Pogs. Those are literally Pogs.
Oh, I don't know. They called them Tazos here. Maybe it's, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I collected Pogs. Yeah, I have a fucking box full of them, and in that box I also have Yu-Gi-Oh cards, stacks of them, like books filled of cards. And I don't know why, because I never played it. I didn't watch the cartoon. I just like, I don't know. I just did. But the thing is, because I'm half Arabic and Russian, whenever we went to those countries to visit, which they're poor, shitty countries, like I would buy cards there, and they were fake cards. I didn't know that as a kid, but now looking at them, and so it's like Exodia is like the most rare Yu-Gi-Oh monster. You have to like, if you want to put him in a hand, you want to play with him, you have to assemble his head card, both his arms, his legs. You put them on one hand and it like insta wins or something like that. Like, it's so hard. But I just have like 10 duplicates of each part because I just bought the fake ones.
Actually, like the fake cards everywhere. Even here in Germany, we had them.
Yeah. And I had legit ones too, and it was I had those mixed.
No,
yeah.
I never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Me neither.
Actually. I like the anime. At least the first season.
I like
or so.
his hair. I like Yu-Gi-Oh's hair. That's his name, right? Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yugi.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually Yugi. Yeah, I forgot. But actually, sorry, just slightly related story. I also had Pokemon cards. Didn't know how to play them, but I don't know if I've told this story. I don't think I have. One summer, like for those of you that don't know, in Cyprus it gets like 40+ degrees Celsius regularly in the summer every day. Which, let's see how much that is in Fahrenheit. 40 C2F. Oh my God, rage is going crazy.
It's just proper units of measurement.
Yeah, but I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for them. 104 Fahrenheit, whatever. Anyway, it gets fucking hot. And at some point in Cyprus, they like confiscated an ammo box from some ship and left it near a power plant in the sun, and it exploded and destroyed the power plant. So the whole country had to shut off power for a few hours every day. So that was fun. So no air conditioning and stuff. So like everyone was fucking suffocating of heat.
The fuck is wrong with your country?
No, it's a great country in many ways. It's also very shitty in many ways. But yeah, I went to a friend's house and we were fucking dying, like sweating our asses off. And because I just got to his house and we wanted to like play with AC, play some PlayStation games, whatever. But the power went out, so we're like, fuck, what the hell do we do now? So we were like, okay, let's just play with your Pokemon cards. So we got them all out. We like organized them. We made up rules on how to play it for like 2 hours. Legitimately, it was like 2 hours we were setting all this stuff up, and then we were about to start playing, and then the power comes on and you hear the AC turn on, and we were like, fuck, and we just threw it away and went to play video games. But, like, we spent so long trying to set these up. I've never played with them, and then the power came back and we're like, okay, yeah, fuck this shit. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that sucks. I really would like to. I'm pretty sure my mom threw everything out, because my mom is not a very nostalgia-friendly person, so she threw out everything that's old.
No, it's just in the eyes of the parents, it's all trash. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like all the Bionicles, all the Lego
No,
shit.
not the Bionicles. I'm lucky my mom didn't.
My mother threw out my Bionicle.
No, my mom didn't do that. She just threw away the boxes of games to save space. Like, I just have the discs, but she didn't throw away my shit, luckily, I guess.
Well, I didn't have any, but yeah, any Bionicles, I mean.
Right.
But yeah, I think she threw out everything, but I would love to see my old Pokemon card collection. I remember most of the cards I had, and I remember never playing the game, but I had some dope as fuck cards, and I traded up most of the time. Did you guys have that's the thing that I played in my time at my school. Did you guys have those what's that anime called with the spiked hair and they yell
the spiked hair?
Ball.
Did you just say what's that anime with the spiky hair?
The anime with the spiky hair.
They all have spiky hair. Yeah, you mean Dragon Ball?
No.
Right?
Yeah, I meant Dragon Ball. Yes. Anyways, we had like, I think they were called. Wait, let me Google this. Dragon Ball Go-Go figurines.
Go-Go figurines.
They were called. We called them Go-Go, at least in our school. They were like tiny figurines, like as big as a thumb about.
Right.
And you could like tell whatever the fucking characters they were. I didn't care for Dragon Ball, so I didn't have a fucking clue. But a friend of mine gave me like a bag of those little figurines. And what we used to play was we would like line them up against the wall with like a thumb of space between the wall and the figurine, and then you would have to like throw another one of the other figurines that you had. You'd like essentially you could wager. If you say, "Hey, I have this really cool one," I'll wager 3 of my bad ones, and then you both accept, and then you would like line them up and throw another figurine at the corner, and whoever knocks over which figurines, they get the figurines essentially.
Yeah, we did that with I had some like Pokemon things like that, and they have marbles in their ass and they roll, and you do it like that. But I would never gamble like that as a kid.
We would gamble as a kid all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
I know many
and
people
I got
did
like
that. Yeah.
I had so many of those things because I got really good at that game. I was destroying people in my school, dude.
Oh, actually, I just remembered I also, for some reason, collected football stickers, and you just stick them in a magazine, even though I don't give a fuck about football. And I never did, but I had like a magazine, and I almost completed them. I don't know. Yeah.
You just reminded me. I did the same thing, but with Harry Potter cards.
There you go. Yeah, dude, they get you, man. The original loot boxes, seriously, like you just open up a Yu-Gi-Oh pack, and it's like, please don't get duplicates. But you still do.
Yeah, but the difference with loot boxes and this kind of thing is that you don't have to get your mom's wallet or you don't have to ask your mom to, just enter credit card shit. You just steal your mom's credit card really quick. I mean, I guess you could steal money too, but also it's kind of weird if you go into a fucking store and you spend $200-300 on fucking Pokemon cards. That's not gonna happen.
Actually, did you guys see that recently? Team Fortress 2 fucked up its crates.
What did they do?
Some old crates, they like did a guaranteed chance that you'd get a legendary item out of it. And people were opening them like crazy, and all the unusual hats and stuff went down in price, but the crates went up. And I thought that was kind of funny. Like that really messed with the market. But they like disabled the market and made the things untradeable and stuff. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, well, do you guys have anything you want to say, or should we maybe wrap it up? We're at 2 hours now, so.
I can't think of anything.
Rage Wild?
I think.
Okay, let's sit and wait and let him think.
Well, I can talk a little bit more about Metal Gear Solid 2.
No, it's fine.
I mean, you said everything, right?
Well, just about one. Like
okay,
two sucked for so many reasons. Everything sucked.
Okay.
I don't care about the characters. Every 5 minutes, there's this lady that's like, "Hey, I'm your girlfriend, and I don't want to call you by your special name. I want to call you by your real name. I don't care about you, your girlfriend of person that I don't care about." And yeah, I don't know. The first game made me care about the characters.
Yeah,
people really
I'll
cool.
agree
Meryl
with
was
that.
cool.
I don't remember the characters that well from the second, so you're right about that.
Yeah, fuck that.
But the game I remember was fun anyway, and the overarching story was just play through it. You're still at the beginning.
Fucking camera. Oh my
yeah,
god,
you
that's
were
one thing
talking
I need to mention. Oh my god, I was raging so fucking hard. The camera in this game is AIDS. It's so AIDS. Oh my god. I played I showed this together. There was like one part where I had to like go past a couple guards and go to a specific place to pick something up. I forgot what. Oh yeah, I had to spray like some dynamite shit. And they essentially the dynamite is like in a corner that's predetermined by the developers, and you have to jump into that corner to get to like disable the dynamite. And you have to jump to the corner from above. You can't climb up because the guy that you're playing that's doing flips every time he rolls. He doesn't even do flips. He does like fucking crazy ninja anime moves. He can't climb a 1.5 meter high ledge. That's impossible after doing so many anime flips. I guess you get exhausted. I can understand it.
Yeah.
Then like you have to climb up a fucking thing and jump down into like a pit. And while I was doing that, first off, I couldn't see shit. Like literally, I can only see an enemy if he's literally in front of me. Like if he's half a meter away from me, I can see him. If he's 2 meters away from me, no way I see him. So I cannot like determine, hey, can I walk around this corner or not? Fucking sucked. Then I drop into this fucking hole. Everybody sees me. Everybody shoots at me. But the only way to get into that hole is from above. So the enemies look at the crates that you can clearly see me through, and you can clearly hear me through. And they saw me vanish into this hole where there's no way out, and I'm surrounded by 8 enemies. The enemies are like, where the fuck did he go? I don't know.
But I think that's better than having them wait and wait for you to just come out and you die.
I'd rather just have them, like I said, I gave an immediate solution. You know what Call of Duty does when you're camping in a fucking corner?
Yeah.
They start tossing 8 grenades at you.
But that would be
what?
But as you said, you have to go in there and they might see you. So it'd suck if they just immediately, like, you have to just come out to fire.
I mean, they don't have to see. You can do it sneaky.
Right,
if you
you're
want
just saying
to.
if they happen to see.
Yeah, A, fix the camera. B, don't make your character fucking like dumb like that. Just make him, if he's detected, he dies. Boom.
Yeah,
failure states.
I don't remember the game that well, so I don't remember having problems with it. But maybe it was just a while ago, so I can't say. But did you get to the first boss yet?
Depends on what the first boss is.
Tell
is
me.
It the lady that throws grenades at you?
Okay, just tell me anything.
In the
did
prologue,
you fight?
there's like a prologue.
No, did you fight another boss?
You
You would remember it for sure.
Probably not.
Okay,
no.
I think it's in your, like, you're about to get to it. Just get to that boss and tell me that you don't love the game. Okay, just.
But the intro was so good. I love the intro. The first.
Okay,
part
so
of
give the game a chance.
Fucking awesome.
I mean,
oh my god, there was so many cool things happening. But then I didn't care anymore.
Fair enough. Again, I don't even remember it like being like, holy shit. For me, the games that stand out in my mind are 1 and 3. Like, whoa, those are really cool. But just play through it. Just give it a chance when you're feeling forgiving. You might like it
maybe.
again. Just give it a chance. But yeah.
I might.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go, Metal Gear Solid.
There you go. There it is. If you guys haven't heard of Metal Gear, check it out. I'm recommending it.
It's a really niche game.
Yeah, I played the wrong file. Okay, so we're gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed chilling with us here while Rage Wild sits next to us, breaks some glass. Just he's going through some Minecraft adventures, and I felt like I went on the adventure with him. Wouldn't you say, Tommy? Like.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
we heard him break glass. We didn't fight zombies.
We heard him scream. There was fear a few times, and then there was also like accomplishment. So yeah, I think I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel like I replayed Minecraft, so I don't need to touch it again in a while.
I want to replay Minecraft. I want to just make a fucking hardcore server. We talked about this just before the podcast. I want to play Minecraft and get on a hardcore server and play some fucking Minecraft.
Do it. So if you want to do that, message Tommy.
No, don't.
Email him at minecraftfan at bing.com. You use Bing, right?
I probably do, yeah.
Alright. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Get the hell out of here. What are you doing, eh?